As a beginner quilter in the world of design and fabrics as a fresher, it is hard to come up with a design and work on it. It might look easy, but the devil is always in the details when it comes to quilting. Now, on my journey as a quilter, I faced a couple of issues, and Jordan Fabrics helped me a lot to aid all of them. As a beginner quilter and binge watching Donna Jordan do her magic, I realized that she's very particular about the basics. I've noticed that the basics are everything. The precision is the main thing, and before we even purchase the designed fabrics, we would first need to make sure that our tools are on point. They have a whole table with markings that ensure that, and then they have some of the most exotic rulers that I've ever seen. A small dislocation of the fabric can break the symmetry of the pattern, and Donna has this calm voice that could soothe anyone's beginner anxiety, and the way she articulates is some of the best hosts and a sensei one could ever have. So, this video is going to be about my own experience and how the art of quilting can alter your perception and personality. I'm also going to add a list of quilt designs that are very simple and on a beginner level, so make sure to watch till the end. Now, as a beginner quilter, the first thing that one should know is the fact that quilting takes patience, precision, and a way to morph your mind to see the bigger picture. Your first step will never look like the end results, so don't worry about the designs. Those pre-cut packs that you find on the internet make it way easier to quilt, and that is always a good place to start. All you have to keep in mind is the patience required, and the precision. A wrong stitch can ruin the whole print, and that is something that I'm sure will adapt to a personality type. Quilting is the most relatable thing. It's much like interior designing, where you're restricted by the pre-cuts, but you have enough liberty to paint a vivid picture on the fabric. Now, with this aside, let's go over my picks for the top 5 quilts to design as a beginner. The triangle pattern. This one is the simplest, and you would need it the most of the time if you're making designs. These are pre-cuts packed up in a bunch known as layer cake squares for your ease, and they're stacked up in a bundle of 40s. That is enough to make a large size quilt. They do have smaller pre-cuts which could be used to give you a much more vibrant look, and these pre-cut are just squares cut diagonally to get a perfect triangle. The background fabric, which is stitched and bound behind the design fabric, opens up to give your fabric that diagonal design. I know I make it sound complex, but if you watch Donna's tutorial, it'll get a lot easier. If you have enough of these cut designs, you can then arrange them up to a design and stitch them together. The fruitcake. A cozy quilt design pattern designed by Linda Allen. It has a nice scrappy looking quilt. At a glance, it might be tough, but after you watch their tutorial on it, I'm sure it'll be a piece of cake. The beads quilt. There are 8 simple steps to this one. Pick the colors depending upon your liking, cut the background, finger press the seam, lay out the quilt, triangles of background, cut the corner triangles, pick your thread, wiggle and weave. The labyrinth pattern. This one is similar to the first one, but the only difference is the arrangement and the placings of the pattern. Number 5, Donna's favorite, the mirror pattern. All these patterns are very simple to make, and the link to their respective videos will be in the description box. I had a lot of fun designing these quilts, and I'm sure that you will too. From their videos, I came to a conclusion that if you have the basics right, then quilting can be fairly easy, and then you can move on to your creative ideas. If you have experience with quilting, let us know in the comments below your tips and tricks to get the work done more efficiently. If you'd like to watch and know more about Donna and her fabrics company, make sure to check out our little segment about them. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe for more and don't forget the bell. Take care, stay safe, and we'll see you in the next one.